Go.
Sounds good here. We'll go ahead and swap over to you.
Right. I'm guessing I'm live now.
Yes, indeed. All right, guys. So we are back with El Nacho. We're going to be playing some Rampage 2 Universal Tour. I'm fine, but we're going to be playing through America single player. And good thing is, this estimated time is right on with what we needed for Monkey Balls. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much for stepping up to fill the gap in for the schedule.
No problem. I just kind of had to bail from Payday 2. I was playing, I was having fun, and then I just hear like, oh, we need a run. I'm just like, okay, I'm on it.
I hear you. Well, hey, so Di had a question about the donations and about the Perlers. So I had made a donation to Chaos to commission those awesome Perlers for our prize support. So if we raise $600, I will do double the order. So I will order a second set of Perlers. So that'll be more of the keychains and more of the Sonic Perlers. So that's what we're looking for, so this will be more for you guys.
Sounds neat.
How about that?
It's gonna need a few seconds because I need to put in a password to get the monster that I use in my run, which has like
you got
stats.
it.
So shouldn't be. I opened the wrong game. There we go. Big. Oh, should be. Is it an I? It's a 1. It's supposed to be a 4, then an L. There we go.
Alright, so are you ready to go on a rampage?
Yep, so I'll count down to start time. So 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes for time reasons, but you should actually go ahead and watch them. They're really funny. Okay, so Rampage. So this game is all about destroying buildings. And the reason why I chose this monster is because it has maxed out stats, so I move the fastest, I hit the fastest, and I hit the hardest. What I want to make sure is I don't die, so I gotta destroy all those military building cars that are shooting at me. And also some windows have food to keep me alive. The green bar is my health, and there's a purple bar below it. The purple bar is my special bar. When it fills up, I can use the monster special ability, which in case this is Mucus, his ability is he pops his eye, and the eye turns into a bomb, which is good for like a quick amount of damage for like small buildings. So there's about, I believe, 25 stages on America. So I just want to make sure I destroy all buildings. The run ends when I free George, which is supposed to be King Kong. The monsters are references, so in the main story you have to save 3 monsters, which is George, which is a big monkey. You have to save it in New York because he is King Kong. Then there's Ralph, which is a wolf. You save him in London. That's a reference that I remember the name of. And then Lizzie in Asia. You have to save her. She's supposed to be Godzilla, and you save her from Tokyo. But right now we're just saving George. So. Also this duck makes noise. Also those alarms, I don't know why they drop the alarms on me instantly, but that means they're gonna bomb the map, and that's unavoidable damage. There's no way to avoid getting hit by those. So hopefully I can find some. There we go. That clock makes it so that the bombing gets delayed, which is a good thing. And you can see some buildings are smaller than the others. Naturally, the bigger the buildings, the more health they have. I just gotta destroy this. And I think this is the last building. Now there's a few more houses. So now I destroy this cop car for no reason. I couldn't make it. Every 5 stages, we get an unskippable minigame. The minigames are destroy a big building in 45 seconds or less. The other one is jump as far as you can into platforms, and the third one is just kick people. So I'll explain what they do when they happen. So day 3, Seattle. The gameplay doesn't really change at all whatsoever. It's basically just destroy buildings as fast as you can. Occasionally, you see like planes, like that one. That green orb fills up my health to full, but I don't need it because I'm almost full health anyway. There's a tank. I hate tanks. They just stop you. They're annoying. Another thing I forgot to mention, there's a thing called superfoods, which is like the monster's favorite food. If you eat that, you get like a huge boost in health and the power meter. Okay, I think that's the last building. Yeah, some levels are way smaller than the others. So some levels will take you like 30 seconds and others will take you up to 5 minutes just for the sheer amount of things you have to destroy. Not to mention you have to be careful with your health and like all the things that are spawning around, because you can die really quickly if you're not paying attention. Because your hitbox is ginormous, which makes sense, you're a big monster. There it is. Mega food, that's what they're called. So now that I have my meter full, I can just press circle, and that's what happens. He pops his eyes and he just goes boom. Also, there's those chimneys and like electric things. They damage you if you touch them. So you can't just spam to eat everything. Oh, that's a bomb. That was a bad idea. I should have let that go, because if you find a bomb, it just instantly destroys the building, and I'm almost dead. Jesus. So yeah, if you get distracted in this game, you're dying. So you have to pay a lot of attention. So we're coming out to day 5. I don't remember like the name of the levels. There's a lot of them. The any percent run is... Oh, there we go, I died. So the any percent run is huge, it's very long. And the reason for this is because there's 128 levels. Which is why I'm just running a single continent. Otherwise the run would take me like up to 3 hours. I haven't done an any percent run specifically because of how much time I need. I can just eat people, which is good because I need them to heal up. And choppers always spawn your pilot when you destroy them. Okay, so this and that. I couldn't grab the other thing. So there's like exercise items that you can grab, like punching gloves or a dumbbell. If you grab them, you get super strong. You destroy a whole lane of windows in a single punch, which makes destroying buildings absurdly easy. And the teddy bear that I accidentally destroyed by my superpowers, that actually makes you invincible for a few seconds. The teddy bear and the doll, there's those two. Okay, so bonus round. I have 45 seconds to destroy this building, so I'm gonna kill it as fast as possible, just save time. So what I want to do is I want to get all the way up to this one, start punching. Okay, that building's dead. I can ignore it now. I gotta destroy this other one. It's better to actually destroy the building, otherwise you have to wait the 45-second timer. Okay, there we go. And the good thing about this is that I got an extra life, and I get full health and full power for the next stage, which is actually good. I can just skip this. And yeah, every 5 levels, you're gonna get a minigame that gives you extra lives and health and power if you don't screw it up. So now we're coming up to San Diego. Just gonna eat this guy right here. Just hit him. Oh, there we go, punching gloves. So I can just basically nuke this building. Okay, there's a tank. It's gonna be annoying. The tank can lock. They can just stun lock you, which is why I hate them. And sometimes they spawn 2 on you at once. They don't respawn, which is good. But boy, when they get going, they get going. Okay, so something that I always do is when I'm scaling the building, I always destroy like the side windows. That way the building dies very quickly afterwards. That was it. So this monster I'm playing, there's actually 3 versions. There's the regular mucus, which is green. I don't want to save the game. There's the what's it called, Nubus, which is a black mucus. He has the worst stats in the game. And then there's the Big Al Mucus, which is the one I put a password for, which has max stats. So as usual, I just want to destroy each window. That purple orb, just like the green one, it gives me a full bar. In this case, for power. I just want to keep clearing all of this. Pop my eye to destroy that building. And that was it. That was Las Vegas. So as you can see...
So Nacho, what? Oh, I'm
yes?
sorry.
No, what were you going to say?
I have a donation and wouldn't get a moment.
Sure.
Alright, $10 donation from Lilat that says, $10 for screwing up Area 6. America? Heck yeah. Screw America. So whatever.
So as usual, I'm just destroying... If you hold down when you're jumping on this one, you bounce faster. Those buildings that make you jump, they always die in 5 hits. You can either be a punch from the side or just bounce on it 5 times, but they always die in 5 hits. You actually get graded on like how many people you kill and how many like vehicles you destroy, but they really don't matter. That's more for like multiplayer to see who destroyed more shit. Full power meter, that's nice. Punching gloves, that's nice. Now, see, this is why the punching gloves are so good. I can just destroy buildings like they're nothing. So I can just... I think this is the last. This should be the last build. This should be the last building. And I hit this truck. I hit this truck. I hate trucks. They're big and loud. Okay, so moving on. We got Dallas. So yeah, my strategy doesn't really change from stage to stage. They're basically the same. Just gonna destroy this car because they do a lot of damage. Okay, so I'll show you what happens if I touch the fire things. Brush my hand. And I don't like it. So if you eat something inedible, like this toxic waste over here, your guy just pukes. There were $50 there. They don't really matter that much. They're for points. Although points do have a function because I think it's like every 25,000 points you get or something, you get an extra life. Okay, so coming up next is San Antonio. As you can see, they're destroying all buildings to advance to the next city. That's what we're doing. Okay, so there's some pepper here. If I take it, I sneeze and I destroy a lane of windows. Okay, so there's the doll. I'm invincible. You have to pay attention to the icons on your character because there's no like sound to let you know that the invincibility wore off. Just gonna jump from building to building to destroy everything. So that was San Antonio. Coming up next is the second minigame, which I think is the long jump. This one is very quick, so it doesn't waste too much time. Yeah, this is just jump to a platform. If I fall in the water, I don't get rewarded. So what I'm gonna do is just try to make it to the first one. There we go. This doesn't give me an extra life, but gives me health and power, which is good. There's another. I just gotta skip this. So the way you unlock this guy is you destroy Area 51, which is like the last stage before you start moving through space. This is a weird game. Just bear with me. So you destroy Area 51 to free this guy, and then the reason you're doing that is because aliens start invading Earth. So the monsters, when they're done destroying the entire planet, they just start destroying like different planets that the aliens have invaded. And you go all the way to their like home planet, and then you destroy their main city. And that's the end of the game. So destroy the car. Okay, that's the last. That should be the last building. There we go. So now another. Every time you beat a mini game and you beat the next stage, the game asks you to save. So I'm just gonna decline every time because saving wastes time. So we're coming to Kansas City. Let's destroy the train. Pop the eye. It's Teddy Bear, no! I think this is the last house in the city. Destroy this boss. I missed the boss. I missed the boss, and that makes me upset. Okay, so now we're coming up to New Orleans. I used to play this game a lot as a kid, and I could never beat it simply because of the, as I said before, everything kills you quickly if you're not paying attention. And you know, I was a dumb kid, so attention wasn't exactly my strong suit. This game can be played with up to 3 players. And there's different options that you can set up. You can actually have friendly fire on, so you can actually beat each other up. It's actually fun. If you're not taking the game seriously or trying to beat it, just be dumb. I think that big building behind this one is the last one, so it's gonna be invincible. So the reason why destroying the building, the windows one by one while scaling it, it's better, is because if you're on top, each window takes 2 punches to explode. But if you hit it in the right spot while you're scaling, it actually just destroys it. Destroys this window instantly. So if you get a timing, if you get a rhythm going, you can actually just destroy an entire site by just scaling it. And then just finish it up with a few punches on top. Okay, so I need to get about here. There we go. So I can get rid of those bombers. Now the good thing is that bombers don't respawn. They're like tanks. They appear, they're annoying, but once you're done, once you're like take care of them, they won't bother you anymore. As you can see there, I need 2 punches to destroy each window, which is why getting on top of it is actually slower than doing this. Grab the pepper so I can sneeze. Also, if you step on fire, well, that happens, which is not good because you lose health. But it's very amusing to watch. So coming up next, that's Florida, I guess. Miami, yeah. I need to find some health. It's kind of low. Fortunately, they're not instantly shooting at me, which gives me enough time. As soon as I said that, this fucking police officer appears and shoots me. Don't shoot me. It upsets me. Chop around, kind of waiting for him to appear. Can I eat this guy? Apparently that was a girl. Teddy bear! Just gonna hold on to my eye until I find a small building that I can just kill instantly with it, and move on. There we go, I think that was the last building. Guess not. There's the chopper. Doesn't want to be hit. So no, whatever, as long as he's not shooting at me, and I don't really care about hitting him. So I think coming up next is the last minigame. Well, not the last one, but the last different one. Now I gotta kick people like that. Okay. The more people I kill, the more I get rewarded. I think I need like 10 to get like the basics. It's not too hard if I just hang around here. This you can't skip. I have to run the timer down, so I just have to wait. Alright, I got 1 life and a health of power. There's another the same cutscene that I have to skip every time. Okay. So next up is Atlanta. Just gonna pop my eye here. Just gonna throw mortar shot me, I like that. More time. Okay, so if I eat the smoke, that happens, and I lose health. Okay, so that was Trenta. So moving on to the next stage. I have to make sure I decline saving the game here. When it says that right there, people can be useful when you're feeling low. That means if you're about to die. Yeah, hold on. So that right there is a feather, just like the pepper. It'll make your character sneeze and destroy a whole lane of windows. Just gonna hit it a bunch of times for reasons. Okay, they're about to bomb the area, so I need to be faster. I didn't mean to hit that. So there you go. That's how much damage the bombing does, which is why you have to make you don't want to get hit by it. So that's again, I have the super punch, so I can just destroy every lane with a single punch. Please tell me that was the last one. There we go. I believe in the alien world it's still like dollar bills because they really doesn't matter. You just get points from bills, so why bother changing their icons if it doesn't really matter. invincible, which is nice because I'm running low on health. Okay, so that's the end of the stage. Yes, there is a thing that they do when when the aliens start invading Earth. As you progress through that like part of the story, each level gets more and more alien buildings, and eventually, like the last few stages on like Earth, they're like completely filled with alien buildings, and then you start going to different planets. It's not like, oh, aliens have invaded and now suddenly everything's aliens. It's slowly. It goes slowly, which is nice, you know, for a game this crazy. You can see how powerful the super punch is when you have it. It's really useful to have. And you might recognize this building I'm hitting right now. It's the same building from the first minigame. Do they have a tank? They have a tank. They have a tank. They have a tank. Okay, they don't have a tank anymore. Okay, so coming up next is Pittsburgh. We're near the end of the game. This is like I'm in like the last 5 stages. Just need to get rid of this bomber plane. Just try it again. Let me beep you. Come on, let me beep you. Beep. Okay, I got this. I swear. I know what I'm doing. I swear. There we go.
Nacho is a professional. Don't let him fool you.
I know what
He
I'm
is
doing. I
professional.
swear.
He has done this before.
At least once. Okay, that building destroyed. Yeah, I'm on fire. I don't like that. Okay, so now we're coming to another minigame. It's the building from the first one. So I'm gonna do something that I forgot to do the first time, which is actually do this. That'll make destroying the second one way easier. Gonna go ahead and faceplant. Okay, once again, I'm just gonna skip this cutscene. we're on the the 5 last stages before the end of this run. So now it's Detroit. Yeah, they have a bomber plane. Yeah, they have a bomber plane. Not again. Not again. Not again. Can I just kick it? Yes, I can. I never tried kicking the planes. Okay, so that jingle you just heard, that's me getting an extra life. Oh, that's new. Oh yeah, normally tanks take 3 hits to kill, but since I had the super punch thing, I can just kill him in 1 hit, which is nice, because tanks are annoying. Like, when you're playing and you get hit by a tank at the first time, it's not too bad, even if it kind of stuns lock you, because eventually it gives you enough time to just hit it. But when the game spawns 2 tanks, you have to pray they'll leave you alone. If you don't kill them fast enough. Okay, so now we're in Philadelphia. And his knees. Die again. I don't like that. Ah, they have a tank. No. 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 No tanks. Okay. So that was Philadelphia. Yes, you can eat the pilots when they jump from the planes. In fact, you can actually punch them out of their parachutes so they fall faster, and they actually die when they hit the ground. They get turned to paste, and you can eat the paste. Oh, they have a tank. Not again. Okay, so now we're destroying Washington. I believe this is after this comes New York, and that's when the run ends. Shoot these because they're shooting at me. Okay, I think we're almost done. I think they're gonna throw another minigame at me. And then they'll let me go to New York. Yes, they're gonna throw another. So just kick people. Just like beep, 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 beep. Ah! 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 Now come here. Ah! No, come here. Yeah. Ah! Come here. Where are you going? Yeah. Yeah. This minigame is so much fun. Okay, so I am full health, full power, and I have an extra life. And coming up next would be New York. Which is the final stage in this run. Yep, there's George. So time comes when the message that I freed George plays, so I'll let you know with that. It's a bomber plane. Oh, hold on. Ah, chopper. New York is one of the biggest stages in the game for, I mean, obvious reasons. It's the final stage in this continent. And you can't free George until you destroy the entire city. There he is. I need to stop getting hit by this tank. That was the last building. Get ready on time. And time. And that was Rampage.
Alright, final time was 42:02.
Nice. And that was just a small taste of this game. The game is way longer. I'm talking 100 more stages than just this. So there's George, also known as King Kong. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I'd have to save these other two for the rest of the game. But that'll have to come later when I actually get time to do an any percent.
Oh, absolutely. I love seeing Rampage and Rampage 2, so when you mentioned this game, I'm like, yes! I'm glad that you run this, so I would love to see any percent next marathon. So yes, chat. Let's give him a big round of applause and GG's all around. Nacho is a champ for getting in here and helping us out to keep us going. So we're going to be taking a very quick intermission here, and we'll get ready for our next race, which is going to be the Animal Crossing New Leaf First Debt with Lilat and Mega Master X. So stay tuned for that, guys. We'll be back in a moment.